now it's almost like clockwork. And that's the thing. When you look back at it, when you look back at old pictures, you do question to yourself, well, wow, how did we do that then? No, it's true, because that's the bit I was going to touch on, because for me, so I first child 28, and we had our second child very quickly after. So there's 15 months between the two kids. And I would say, if the first one wasn't a wake up call to say, okay, right, I can see clearly. It's almost that kind of clarity you get, right?
Yeah, of course.
To know that when my missus told me that she was pregnant again, I'm there thinking, well, my child's only 6-7 months. This doesn't make no sense. This doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
You just about got used to holding the baby right, putting him down. You get in the little routine going on. You think you're the man because you can put the baby down and there's no crying no more. You think you've got it locked down, right? Okay, well, now there's another one on the way. And, we found it fairly late as well. So that was just a mind-blowing moment for me. And that for me was the true essence of, there is no plan that prepares you for starting a family. No. Because had someone asked me, okay, what, you're going to go back to back then? I'd say, well, no. Let me just get used to one first. Yeah, that's often what you hear people. It's often what you hear people say. When they've got one, and you speak to them and say, when are you going to go again? And I've got to be mindful of not saying that to people all the time, because you don't know what's going on with people. But that I felt like when people say, "Oh, you're going to go again," I'm like, truth is, we have, and there's one on the way soon. It's like, they're like, are you sure? So when the baby come now, we're just like, it was a bit mad, it's some of the midwife.
Because you got nurses. You got two under 2, innit?
So one's just Sav turned 3 in November, and Rowan just turned 2.
Yeah.
So it's just, but at one point, it was that, and it's just one of those things that you just can't prepare for it. You can't prepare for it.
You can't.
Definitely.
Like, I remember when it's mad, because before I had my fourth, a couple of weeks before I had my fourth one, I was at work speaking to my colleague, and I was like, listen, I'm done, bro. he made some joke about having more kids. I was like, bro, that's not even funny. I'm done. Like, I'm completely done. I've had enough. I'm done with it. I'm over it. I want my life back. I want my life back now. Whatever. I even said it to my missus, like, I'm done with this now. Like, that whole idea I was entertaining of a fourth, it's over. Bro, 2 weeks later.
Mad.
I'm pregnant. And I swear, no word of a lie, I started laughing because I was like, when they say you either laugh or you cry, that was how it was. Like, I was like, nah, you're playing a joke on me.
Yeah.
Like,
it's nuts, it is.
At that moment, and the same year, see, I can't even keep up, bro. I know the same year something else was happening. No, that was on my third. My third. I was about to say the third. Yeah, my third one came, and the same year I was getting married. So that was another thing. But when the fourth come, it was like,
you must have been laughing to yourself. Like,
I'm not going to be able to do it. I can't. I like it's beyond me. I can't do. I physically can't have any more. But when he comes, you just deal with it. Like, you just deal with it, bro, because there's no other way. I'm saying you can't
send it back.
Put him back in and say, go back to where you come from. Do you know what I'm saying? So
and that's what I mean. It pushes you. It does push you. Because I remember the third one. I was on the way back from work, and you told me I was in Paddington at the time, and I remember I stopped rushing to get home. But I remember I stopped in the middle of that tube station. I was like, what, this year? This year? Bro, when you said that, I was just like, look, this is serious. And I said, you're a very serious guy. I remember. But you make it happen, man. And then that just come and go. And now it's almost like clockwork. And that's the thing. When you look back at it, when you look back at old pictures, you do question to yourself, well, wow, how did we do that then? How did we do it? But you do it. Like you said, you just do it. Pictures are the best reminder.
Yeah.
Videos, just little things like toys you see, the way things, you might have hid stuff in the cupboard or in the loft, you pick it back out again. You're like, well, wow, do you remember when we had this? And it all falls into place, and you start to realize, you know what? more money could be better for you, but it doesn't help you with the actual act of looking after a child, being emotionally there for your wife, girlfriend, and the child. No money helps you do that. If anything, money's probably more a distraction to try and get you out of the house, if anything, and that often happens with a lot of with some men. So,
100%. I mean, my thing is, I've still got that idea. Like, if you have enough money, like if I had unlimited amount of money, different sort of money, I'd probably have 10 kids. Because
carry it on,
because I love being around my kids, innit? They're the people that, no matter what, they're your biggest fans. They ain't got no judgment of you. Obviously not now. When they're older and turn into little shits, then they'll have something to say, I'm sure. You know what I'm saying? But right now, they don't have no judgment of you. You're the man. You know what I'm saying? So I love being around them. And if it was up to me, and money wasn't a thing, I would have more. But it's the thing, it's the time. I've said to you before, it's the everyday stuff. It's not the spending time with them. It's the everyday stuff that gets to you. It's you trying to cook and two of them are screaming, two of them are fighting. It's you trying to do certain things. And if I could pay for a cleaner and a cook and someone to take them to school, what else is there for me? You know what I'm saying? Someone to wash the clothes. What else is there for me to do? And I didn't have to worry about work. What else is there for me to do but to hang about and play with my kids? You know what I'm saying?
That's it. That's it.
But to raise them. So it's not the kids themselves. It's everything else. It's the running of the household that affects, for me anyway, that affects me not wanting any more kids. And I say that now, and I really have to touch wood.
I'm doing it now
many times. I don't want no more kids. I'm just putting that out there into the atmosphere,
into the air.
But if it comes, I know I'll be all right, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'll get through. You know what I'm saying? Because I've done it all this time. And after my first one was excitement, I remember. And everyone after that filled me with anxiety because it was like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? And after each one, it's been all right. You know what I'm saying? It's been fabulous. You know what I'm saying? To be honest. So, yeah, man. But you know what? Another thing I want to say to you, which is quite important, is that a lot of people feel like, you know, you say it's the next stage, isn't it? You're moving in, then having children. A lot of people feel like if your relationship is in a bad way, or, you know, you're not quite tight enough, then maybe a baby will pull you together. And I want to say to anyone that's thinking that like that right now, please get that out of your head. Because if anything, the baby puts more pressure on your relationship than anything else. Anything else. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. Yeah. Like once everyone stopped coming around and you stop getting the messages saying congratulations, then you're by yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's you two.
Yeah.
And some people are lucky and have got mums that come around and stay, live with them, and they can, but for the majority of people, it's you two. That's your responsibility. You know what I'm saying?
And it's true, because I can understand the thought process behind it. You know, you see the joy when you go to see other people, and you see the kind of closeness it brings everyone. You kind of even see the love. But that's what works for them. You know, like I said right at the beginning, you need to do it for your reasons, you know, or your reasons together as a couple. And you know, it's interesting. On the other side of what you're saying, you also shouldn't look at other people's situation and think, can't do that. I'm not having 2 kids.
Yeah.
Because they're struggling. They might be struggling for other reasons. They might be struggling because they actually haven't worked out their flow yet. Because their kids change. Kids change so much. You've got to keep up with the way your child changes, because they're only doing something. The way I say it to my sister is, they only do this new thing for 5 minutes. And you're happy about it. You take photos of the first walk, and then, you know, everything's all gravy. Oh, they're walking. Then now they're running. So now you need to step yourself up a bit and check the house properly, because you're calling out for them. They're upstairs somewhere. You're thinking, when did they do it? They've only just started crawling. So they only do things for 5 minutes. And it's important to sometimes look beyond what's right in front of you and look look beyond that. Sometimes you do what it's look what's in front of you. You do get a bit scared. You do think, "Ooh, I don't know how I'm going to be able to do that." We look behind there. The kids grow up. You change. Things start getting easier. More money comes. Things get easier. Yeah.
Certain things start getting easier. Certain things start getting harder. Like I've got one of my cousins who has a teenager, and he's going through different stuff that I'm sure it's going to come to me. But I'm just thinking, how am I going to deal with that? When that happens, when my kids are not sweet little children, innocent children anymore, when they're big and they've got their own opinions and they talk back, that's when I'm going to have to evolve as a father. I'm going to have to become a different father now.